Welcome to Kind and International, and we're already on to our third episode. Wow, time flies, right? Okay, this episode is taking us to the island of Aruba. If you haven't noticed, we've covered the ABC Islands in the first three episodes. We are on Aruba. We moved a bit out of order. We covered Bonaire first, then Curacao, and now we're in Aruba. Similar to its sister islands, Bonaire and Curacao, Aruba too is located right off the coast of Venezuela, technically a part of South America, politically a part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, an autonomous sovereign country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands, and I would say equally as beautiful as Bonaire and Curacao. The languages here are Papiamentu and Dutch officially. Everyone here on the island is very proud of their local language, Papiamentu, as I mentioned in the previous two um, episodes. We covered Bonaire and Curacao. It is a mixture of languages that has evolved into its own unique island languages spoken on Bonaire, Curacao, and here in Aruba. And as they say here, they welcome you to Aruba, Bongbini to Aruba. Aruba is a tiny island. However, it is chock full of natural, beautiful attractions. And here we're just going to cover a few of them. Just know that there is more than enough to cover. Once you're on the island, there'll be more than enough to do. This is a natural part that has formed from out of the island's own rocks, and they call this the natural bridge for obvious reasons. Shaped um, it's shaped into a bridge. The I think it's the ocean and the water and the air, and you know how it all works. This is nature's architecture at hand, and this is the natural bridge in Aruba, a must see once you're there. We have the rock formation. It looks like a mountain, but it's all formed of rock. It's all formed of rock. And just as Bonaire and Curacao, the natural landscape of Aruba is dry desert-like, as you can see from the cacti. And they call this the Kunuku. Kunuku means countryside. You know, away from the city, you'll see just plains of cacti just growing everywhere. Instead of forests of trees, you have forests of cacti. Some interesting places to visit in Aruba. Here we have the Bushiribana, and this is a ruin, and gold was once mined here in Aruba. Yes, Aruba mined gold. There was natural gold found on the island, and this is where it was, processed, curated, and the ruins, as you can see, are still available and open for visits. We have the DVDV tree here. It's DVDV, the DVDV tree, and yes, it grows this way. This is a very popular tree on both islands, Bonaire, Curacao, and here in Aruba. And it's because of the trade winds that the tree has shaped into this crooked, aiming arrow-like form. It is said that it's always pointing towards the town. I don't know. I don't know if that applies on all three islands, but this is what it claims. It's really beautiful and it's very unique to the islands. And of course, Aruba is known for its unique, world-renowned, crystal clear waters and powder-like beaches. I think among the three islands, it's probably Aruba probably has the best beaches in terms of powdered sand, absolutely white, crystal clear waters. Definitely Bonaire for diving, and Aruba has the best beaches, hands down. Okay. What you'll find across all three islands are these designs, these beautiful models, buildings. Here in Aruba, they may seem a little more modern because they were recreated to the original buildings that were once there. But that is what I absolutely love about the downtown, that they still try to maintain this unique character, the Dutch influence in the buildings. If you get closer, you'll see the intrinsic details carved into the buildings. Creativity is so amazing, such detail. And of course, the locals have used the buildings for everything from shops, restaurants, and everything imaginable. It's such a unique experience to walk in the tropics and enjoy sun, sand, sea, and still see these European influenced buildings in vibrant colors. Beautiful. All right, in downtown Aruba, you can walk through the beautiful downtown, or you can take this tram and be driven around downtown. As I mentioned previously, there's more than enough to do in Aruba. I'm just giving a snippet of places to see and things to do. You can enjoy kayaking with a twist. The boat has a glass bottom, so you can enjoy the marine life while sitting or kayaking. Then you have the hot bar. You must go to the hot bar. Take a look for yourself. It speaks for itself. Looks like a lot of fun to just hang out in the hot bar. Here we have a private resort area. It's the only private beach in Aruba. And you get that feeling that you're out in Asia, in Bali or someplace like that, in the huts on the water. Doesn't it look appealing, inviting? It says, come to Aruba. We have the butterfly farm. Now, this is a place that you will enjoy as well as your children will enjoy very much. Butterflies everywhere, and butterflies are just so unique with their beautiful colors. And you know that the patterns on each butterfly are different. Every single butterfly is like you can compare it to, you can liken it to a fingerprint. And Aruba has a pool. It's a private pool. It's a natural pool, actually. It's a natural pool. Again, for whatever reason, Mother Nature has carved out this area. And as you can see, the ocean has contributed to creating the pool. Definitely an experience you must give this a try. What you also find in Aruba, just as in Curacao and Bonaire, is the delicious, quick, fast food, finger foods that are everywhere, from tacos to how do you say truquipangs? How you say those trucks? How do you say that in English? Truquipang is what they call them. You can always find these staple foods, finger foods, fast foods everywhere. Locals, just as in Bonaire and Curacao, love to eat out. Again, we have the pastiches. These are fillings covered with dough. And we have the fricandel, which is a unique sausage. And they'll fill it in with pickled onions and other dressings that you can choose from. Mostly people choose ketchup, mayonnaise. And we have the croquettes, absolutely delicious. You can also get a vegan croquette if you like. And then we have the satay kubatata, and these are skewered pieces of meat and potatoes covered with pickled onions, mayonnaise, ketchup, and curry sauce if you like. And in the background, we have lumpias, and these are the egg rolls, but they are the egg rolls with the flavors and the personality of the islanders, Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao. They're very different from your typical egg rolls you've had before. A must try. Finger licking good. Really, really good. Today's random act of kindness is coming from the state of Iowa. It's Iowa. It's so funny. Just yesterday, I was watching a TV series, and someone someone sent their child there for to the disciplinary school, and the daughter was speaking about it, and she said, "I was sent to a school in Iowa in the middle of nowhere." Well, it's not in the middle of nowhere because today's act of kindness comes to us from Iowa. Bright Vibes is providing this story. It says Iowa carpenter used secret fortune to put 33 strangers through college. Yes, yes. An Iowa man used his secret millions to send 33 strangers to college. His name, Dale Schroeder, was a blue collar, lunch pail kind of guy from Iowa who ended up changing the lives of 33 people forever. Schroeder worked as a carpenter at the same construction company for 67 years. He grew up poor and had no wife or children of his own. Unbeknown to friends and colleagues, Schroeder had saved up a fortune over the years. He had no living descendants, so before he died, he went to his lawyer with a plan for his money. Schroeder's secret fortune, so generously gifted, ended up paying for 33 strangers' college tuitions, many of whom went on to become educators and doctors. Dale's kids, as the recipients call themselves, were never will never forget the shy carpenter. Dale Schroeder lived simply for his entire life. He grew up poor, never married or had kids, and worked as a carpenter at the same company for 67 years. He owned just two pairs of jeans and drove a rusty old Chevrolet truck. Shortly before his death in 2005, Trudeau told his attorney Steve Nielsen that he wanted to use his savings to help poor students in Iowa go to college. I said, "How much are we talking about, Dale?" Nielsen, his lawyer, said. And he said, "Oh, just shy of 3 million." I nearly fell out of my chair. This is the lawyer speaking. Over the course of 14 years, Schroeder's money has sent 33 young Iowans to college. Last year, they gathered around his old lunchbox to talk about a man they never met and how his generosity changed their lives. He wanted to help kids that were like him, Nielsen said, that probably wouldn't have had an opportunity to go to college, but for his gift. One of those kids was Kira Conrad. She says, "I grew up in a single parent household and I had three older sisters, so paying for all four of us was never an option." Conrad told KCCI. It almost made me feel powerless, like I want to do this. I have this goal, but I can't get there just because of the financial part. Conrad remembers getting the call from Nielsen that her $80,000 tuition bill would be covered by Schroeder's scholarship. "I broke down into tears immediately," she recalls, "for a man that would never meet me to give me basically a full ride to college. That's incredible. That doesn't just happen." Schroeder's account has just simply run dry a year ago. It ran dry. Dale's kids, as the recipients call themselves, will remember that shy carpenter for the rest of their lives. and they've gone on to benefit a variety of fields. Conrad is a therapist. Yes, Conrad became a therapist. Others have become educators and doctors. There is one small catch though. All we ask is that you pay it forward, Nielsen says. You can't pay it back because Dale's gone, but you can remember him and you can emulate him.
Be sure to visit this gem in the Southern Caribbean, technically a part of South America, politically a part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. I just love saying that. Aruba, it will steal your heart. Remember, there's so much more to do, see, and eat than I presented today, but I wanted to just introduce you to this wonderful island. As they say there, Ayo, and as our random acts of kindness all the way from Iowa and Texas demonstrated today, that this world is filled with kind and generous people. If you don't know of any, please be one.
Aruba is a beautiful gem of an island in the southern Caribbean, technically a part of South America, politically a part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. I love to say that, and it's a must visit. There's so much more to do, explore, and eat than I've showcased here. I would say to you, make this a top priority on your list of travel. Aruba and Aruba. Today, Aruba brought us a random act of kindness of a man that put 33 kids through college, and he has never met any of them. It's a reminder, all the way from Iowa, that this world is filled with kind and generous people. If you don't know of any, be one.